Right, okay, so I have my dog here. She's attached to a long line, which is securely attached to my waist. Where are we? Just here. I have a whistle. I have a pocket full of chicken. The whistle has been paired with chicken, so you'll see that she knows. I've already shown this earlier on in an earlier clip, but she knows that the whistle represents the availability of chicken, and I'm going to show that anyway. And then I just want to see how much actual control that alone gives me on a dog in a live environment. We're going to keep away from the sheep, okay, so we're going to move off to the side from the sheep. She's on a lead anyway, but I want to see how much control I actually have over her when I have this reward. Lord Goldsmith and the welfare department at DEFRA are advising dog owners that the way to train their dogs to have good, reliable responding, for the way for owners to have full control over their dogs, is to use positive reward-based training only, and to seek out trainers who only use positive reward-based training, who never tell the dog no, who don't show the dog the meaning of a negative consequence for a negative behaviour, who purely use rewards to try and get what we want for a nice responsive dog. So let's have a look. Let's see what we've got. I'm going to pop this whistle in my mouth now, and you'll see that she's really nice and responsive when I actually start to blow this whistle. And I'm not being sarcastic there, she genuinely is. Have a look. Good girl. Good girls. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Okay. So I think again, it's pretty fair to say that she understands that that sound equals the availability of food. Watch, I'll blow it again when she's looking the other way. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Okay, let's see how we go. Just over here, there's nothing here. Scent. Scent has completely and utterly overridden the value of my chicken that I'm rewarding with. Now, I did this with cheese the other day, exactly the same thing. It doesn't matter what the food is, it doesn't matter what the reward is. That's better. And to repeat something that I say often, there is little point going into an environment with a handful of jacks, so that's your chicken, your cheese, your tasty treats, your higher value rewards, when the environment is playing with aces, which is sheep shit, scent, movement, wildlife, anything else, other dogs, people, anything that dog may find more exciting than you. There is absolutely no point trying to outcompete that with your jacks, their ace with your jacks. And if you continue, people say, oh, stick with it, do it again, go back to basics, repeat the same thing again. What, go back to the same game with the same hand and play against the environment that has got a better hand again and again and expect a different result? It's never going to happen. I'll show you again. When she's in close here, I'll blow the whistle and you'll see that she'll respond for the chicken. Let me just move her back from here. I'm going to get her on her way in, look. I'll tell you when. Now. Good girl. Good girl. See how the timing of that can give me a false sense of security? It can reinforce me to believe that this dog considers that whistle, that reward that follows that whistle, to be valuable in this circumstance. But it's just the fact that I've timed it at a moment when she's more likely to respond than when she isn't. But life doesn't play by those rules. You can't predict every opportunity or every moment when your dog is more likely to respond than not. Certainly when your dog's off lead. And here, if you'd been blowing the whistle where at the beginning where you see me blow the whistle, feed the dog, blow the whistle, feed the dog, there's not much going on. Is there? There's not much going on. Let's give her a go off lead. Let's see. Boosh! That dog would be gone. And you're standing there with your high value reward and your impotent whistle, thinking, what am I going to do now? We just show you again. Again, we're just using the same bit of land. There's nothing new here really, is there? High value sheep shit. Here we go. Terrible, isn't it? And she responds better to a whistle than she does to verbals. So what do you do? She's had months of training put into her. Lots and lots of professional advice. A lot of good professional advice has gone into it. There are lots of things that she can do well. And she does nicely. She's a beautiful dog. But what do you do? What do you do? How do you let a dog like that off when your whistle means absolutely nothing, when the environment throws up anything? You cannot predict anything. Therefore, if you can't predict it, you can't control it. You can't prepare for it. In the case of a dog like this, there you go, look what I eat, little bird. In the case of a dog like this, that thing that switches her on can be absolutely anything. A leaf blowing. This little bird in the end of the bush here, ahead of us. That's what's doing it for her. There we go, look. Anything that moves, anything that smells, anything that's different, anything that's interesting, all of those things will outcompete me, will beat me and my whistle and my positive reward-based training that I'm doing because the government has told me to do it. They've referred me to trainers who only do that, and these trainers are qualified. So I can't get any better than what I'm getting, and this is the result at the end of it. Really, really deserves thinking about, people. I'll let you see the dog's progress as we go on.